in. I locked it in. I'm ready to go. This is a matchup I've been looking forward to. I love these fast-paced ones.
Yeah, me too. But the big question is, who can slow the other one down? I also think dictating the pace is going to be key right here.
Now here's Miles. Pass to Williams. Out to Miles. It's good. The assist that time from Courtney Williams.
And if you leave anyone that wide open, you're just asking them to punish you, and they did there.
Here's Diggins. Shoots over Williams. And the basket by Diggins. Now here's Williams. Fires the three. It's rebounded by Vandersloot. Here's Diggins. She's guarded by Williams. Jackson outside. Back to Cardoso. And she makes good on the layup.
She can time her passes so perfectly. What an assist.
And here's Miles. Outside Williams. Screen by Howard. Fires from deep. No good on that shot. Pass to Diggins. And in the first, little over a minute and a half in. Six to shoot. Now Vandersloot lets it go from deep. It's good from long range.
But for the defense, they got to talk to each other. Clearly in air, not getting out there on her three-point attempt.
No doubt. When it comes to Minnesota, Nafisa Collier is the leader of this team.
I mean, she's someone you expect to put up 20, 10, and 5 anytime she's out there. She's been a defensive player of the year. Collier, she sets the tone for the Lynx.
That's a part of Jackson's game that could take her to the next level. I think it's on the way.
Outside Williams. Pass to Coffey. Right outside to halt the run. The rebound by the Sky.
Just enough coverage to bother that three-point attempt.
For a player that shoots it as well as she does, I'd say that is an easy look.
Here's Diggins. Pass to Jackson. Lets the three fly. Offensive board. And they pick up two.
I admire how Stevens relentlessly crashes the boards. It's pretty special for a young player.
To the paint. Here's Howard. Stevens grabs the board.
If she can get to the rim, she'll usually turn it into points, but the defense stood tall there.
Here's Vandersloot. And she banks in the layup.
And there are more points onto an early lead that just keeps on growing.
And a nice lead it is, and it's no mystery how they've done it. They are attacking that bucket.
Now here's Williams. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for her. Fires for three. Good on the three-point shot.
Look, I'm not sure who was supposed to pick her up, but someone's going to get an earful from the coach for leaving her that wide open.
Jackson outside. Pass to Diggins. Her second shot goes in. Off to a good start. 2 for 2.
And that'll raise their field goal percentage even more. They're enjoying a big edge in that category.
And that's because they've been playing smart basketball. They've been very patient offensively, and their shot selection has just been great.
Such a high IQ on this team.
Now here's Miles. Right side, Williams. From the wing. Down it. Her second make in 4 attempts. Here's Vandersloot. 5 points in the game. Pass to Diggins. The floater. And count the basket. She was fouled, and she's going to the line for one more.
Well, it's not easy being a head coach in this league. So what is the key to being successful, fellas?
Well, you start with good players. I mean, without good players, you're not winning games. And that's kind of the bottom line from my perspective.
And I'll throw in keeping players engaged. You got to make sure you put them in positions to succeed. You have to nurture them as basketball players.
And here are the Lynx now, trailing by 10. Right outside.
Howard the screen.
McBride misses.
Now here's Cardoso.
He's covered closely.
Pass to Diggins.
Shoots over Williams. From 13 feet, down it goes.
Huge advantage for them already.
Total control, and as well as they're playing at both ends, I'd look for this lead to get even bigger.
Absolutely.
Now here's Williams. 5 points in the game. And the shot counts. She's fouled. That's a chance for a three-point play.
It takes a lot of focus to score while getting fouled. Courtney Williams with 100% attention on scoring. It's her main goal every trip down the court. It's an odd skill to talk about when we're talking about a guard like Courtney Williams, but she's an incredible rebounder. At just 5'8", she reads misses well and gets in a great position.
Now here's Vandersloot. He has 5. Pass to Jackson. To the left side wing. Inside. Williams with it. Howard's there. Shot clock at 6. Kept alive.
Cardoso can't get it to go.
The Lynx trailing. Outside Williams. Outside Howard. There's the 3. Gets it to go from downtown.
Great recognition on the catch and shoot. Howard understood exactly how much time she had.
Here's Diggins.
She's guarded by Williams. Pass to Jackson. Takes the 3. Howard with the rebound. Now here's McBride.
Jackson with the steal.
Pass break Chicago. Right side Williams.
On the wing, Rakia Jackson.
Vandersloot.
Here's Diggins.
And that comes off the assist by Courtney Vandersloot.
Check out that assist. That's a pair of teammates on the same page.
Outside Williams. Releases. Again, Minnesota. Chicago leading. And now Jackson. She hasn't yet put up any points in this one.
Diggins.
Courtney Williams with the steal. Pass to Howard.
Miles left side.
And here's McBride. Outside Williams.
Miles.
6 on the shot clock. This one for 3. Off the mark. Her first miss of the game. 1 for 2.
Jackson outside. Back to Cardoso. Over Miles.
That misses off the backboard. And here are the Lynx now. 7-point differential. Back to Williams. Beyond the arc. Rebound, Chicago.
Surprising miss, wouldn't you say? I mean, she usually devours those wide open opportunities.
And here are the Lynx now.
Guys, there's really no debate. When it comes to assists, Courtney Vandersloot is the GOAT.
No argument here. 7 assist titles in her career, easily the best assist average in league history. Vandersloot is a wizard with the rock.
For 3, Kayla McBride.
It's Cardoso with the rebound.
Even without that 3-ball dropping for her, the defense should have done way more on that last play.
Yeah, I mean, the D's got to be better as a coach. You can't stand seeing her having that much space to get her shot off.
Vandersloot.
Screen by Cardoso. The offensive rebound.
Here's Jackson. Drills it from outside.
They couldn't have dreamed of a much better start they've had here tonight.
Yeah, they came in with a tremendous offensive game plan. It's worked perfectly, and what a lead they already have to show for it.
And you got to give credit to this coaching staff as well. They came into this game prepared perfectly.
Now here's Williams. 10 points for her. Using the post moves to get the 2 points.
What quickness. She might not be the tallest player on the court, but her speed, it really makes her very hard to guard.
And so the first quarter in the books. Sky out in front, leading by 8. Let's take a quick break, and then it's on to the second quarter after this. Now the second quarter getting ready to start up. And when you consider how the Sky are doing, guys, what are your thoughts?
They've come out of the gate strong and put in a solid first quarter.
A lot of good looks for them on offense so far, just quality shots.
Here's Carrington. Connects from three-point range.
Coach has to be furious. Obviously, a defensive lapse there. She is automatic from deep. If you leave her wide open, big mistake.
Pass to Queen. Miles.
Here's Duchess.
Now here's Uhas. And here's Miles.
Tried to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Outside Williams. And around a minute gone here in the second quarter.
Pass to Carrington.
That's her second shot and her second basket. My math says that's 2 for 2.
The defender a little hesitant to get in her way as she burst to the hoop. I'm not sure what was going on there.
Knocks down the three ball.
Great communication between teammates there.
Cloud with it. Looking for her first basket still in this one.
Carrington outside.
Pass to Vandersloot. Five on the clock. Top of the key jumper, no good. Out to the left wing. Here's Queen. Puts up a three. Elizabeth Williams pulls it in. 2 minutes now played in this second quarter. Cloud outside. Three-pointer. Minnesota grabs the miss. Queen with the ball. Vandersloot covering. Queen up top.
Get outside!
Outside Miles.
Shoots over Williams. And a miss there with a chance to cut the lead to single digits. Second quarter play with almost 3 minutes gone. That's her first attempt, and she knocks down the jumper.
She worked so hard on her post moves, her finishing. Williams thrives close to the hoop.
Pass to Queen. Duchess. From downtown, gets a three-pointer to fall.
That type of D, it's just not going to cut it. They got to get a hand in her face. Too good of a shooter.
Vandersloot outside. And in this second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already.
And it's Carrington missing.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Lucky she was off.
I just hope that was a mistake by the D, because if that's how they plan to guard her, they're going to have serious problems.
Carrington outside.
Pass to Vandersloot. Makes no mistake on the open jump shot.
That's a clean look they gave her there, fellas. And, I mean, she drains those. So I wouldn't give her too many of those looks if I was the defense.
Launches it. Another three for Minnesota.
She is not going to miss many of those, if any. Not when she's got that much room, at least.
Pass to Carrington.
Now Vandersloot. The three ball. The shot off that time. Here's Queen. She hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change.
Now here's Uhas.
And here's Queen. The three. Not gonna go that time. Chicago leading. Left side, Williams. Pass to Vandersloot. Loud outside. The three is up. Buries the long-range jumper.
And this is big for Natasha Cloud's confidence, because when she's hitting from downtown, it helps her get into a rhythm offensively.
Now a timeout called by Minnesota. And the Lynx will go for a different look here.
Now here's Coffee.
Pass to Williams. And the bucket counts, and she's on her way to the line to try to make it a three-point play.
One thing a lot of WNBA fans talk about is how sharp the defense is in this league.
And I think that illustrates what a strong team mentality there is across the board. Individual stats really come second. Titles and team accolades, those come first.
And we see it in the passing, too. You're not going to find better assist work than you do in the WNBA.
And here's Cloud.
Guarded by Uhas. Pass to Diggins.
Now Cloud. Let's go with a three.
Rebound by Uhas.
They got lucky. They got lucky. And the defense is taking a big chance, leaving her open behind the arc. And I'm not sure I'm okay with that game plan.
Here's Coffee for three. The shot's good. Kayla McBride making the play.
Quick release from Coffee to get the shot away. Those catch and shoots can be deadly.
Here's Diggins.
She's got 12. Cloud outside.
Here's Diggins.
Defended by Coffee. Here's Cloud. They get it back. Stevens uses the glass to finish the layup.
She is a coach's dream, guys. Absolutely tireless. Never gives in, never gives up, and that's what it takes to be a great offensive rebounder.
Knocked away and stolen by Azure Stevens. Defended by Coffee. Off to a good start as she hits her first shot attempt.
Excellent work offensively to get that shot attempt into a can't-miss area.
And when you watch Azure Stevens, what is it that stands out to you?
Well, she's 6'6" to start and excellent at blocking shots, but she's also a very good three-point shooter. So with that length, shooting, and rim protection, Stevens kind of gives you a little bit of everything.
And the basket by McBride.
You love to see that offensive mindset from McBride, and fans are rarely disappointed with her intensity.
Pass to Jackson.
Here's Diggins.
From the arc. No good. That's the first shot from the floor she's missed. 5 for 6. Outside Williams. Shoots over Cloud. Williams can't get it to go.
A real defensive lapse there. She's not a player you can leave open for a jump shot. They're lucky she didn't punish him there.
Pass to Stevens. Jackson right side. Here's the three. It's hauled in by Williams.
You don't want to give up that kind of look often.
They're very lucky they didn't get burnt.
Coffee outside. Now here's Williams. The three-pointer off the mark.
Even with every shot clanging off the iron, she seems determined to continue hoisting up these threes. But I think it's time to maybe take a step in.
Pass to Diggins. Jackson outside.
The three. Outside for Cloud. Jacks up a three. Here's Stevens. Here's Jackson. And they finally get it to go. A full night's work on the boards in one trip down the floor. Minnesota trailing. McBride outside. Pass to Williams. For three. Looks good, is good. That's her 7th basket in 12 attempts.
Another one for Williams. She can do so many different things with the ball, it makes her hard to guard.
Cloud outside. Out to the wing. Takes the three.
Shot by Diggins, no good.
Now the Lynx with it. Trailing by 4. Pass to Williams. The tray, and the Lynx, another three.
She's made the most of her chances, hasn't she? She needs to keep on working to get these good looks.
And the first half of play. Sky out in front. They lead by 1. And we'll be back with you shortly. The third quarter now beginning. Both sides looking to pull away in the last half of the game. Williams has been such a difference maker here.
The way she attacked the rim in the first half was absolutely remarkable. Defenders need to start building walls inside, doing whatever they can to stop her from getting to the rim.
Easier said than done when she's the penetrator. Look, her speed and agility make her an extremely tough cover.
Chicago with the ball. 13 points was their biggest lead of the game.
Pass to Cardoso. Diggins.
Clock at 6.
Screen by Cardoso.
No good with the triple. Up top, Williams.
Now Miles.
Vandersloot defending. Right outside. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead. Pass to Vandersloot.
Jackson outside.
Now Stevens.
Cardoso inside. She's covered by Miles.
And you can count it. She'll go to the line with a chance to make it 3.
And while her teammate Angel Reese got all the headlines, did you guys watch Camila Cardoso? She had a stellar rookie year.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I watched her. She was awesome. You know, remember, she didn't make her debut until June due to injury, but she ends up averaging 10 and 8 as a rookie. Rim protection as well. What a future she has.
Last year, the league debuted the reset timeout. What did you think of it, Brian?
Well, I loved it. I mean, you get to advance the ball late in games, but there's no huddle, no drawing up plays by the coaches.
Yeah, Brian, I think it's been a great addition. It keeps the game moving, keeps the energy level high during end-of-game situations. I mean, I think the NBA should adopt it. That shot helps Williams so much, the floater. It makes it very hard for the help defenders to stop her.
One shot.
And here in the second half of play, we're just over a minute in. Chicago in the lead.
Pass to Cardoso.
Hey, eyes up, Walker. Don't give her space.
And here's Jackson. Now Vandersloot.
Good, and the assist goes to Rakia Jackson.
That's what I call pretty passive. Timely recognition as to where the open teammate was.
Now Miles.
The kick out to Williams. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own.
You have to run at shooters like Williams. Can't let them catch and fire. She'll eat you alive.
Cardoso up top.
Guarded by Howard. Pass to Vandersloot. And again, it's Chicago with a 3.
I mean, the only explanation is someone must have gotten their signals crossed if she winds up that wide open in three-point range. Now, I'm sure that was not the plan.
Now Williams. Pulls it from 20. Again, Minnesota. A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. Now here's Vandersloot.
She's covered by Miles. Jackson outside. Pass to Diggins.
Shot clock at 5. Here's the teardrop, and she lays it up and in.
The teardrop is one of those, oh no, oh no, oh yes, shots.
Outside Williams. Coffee right side. Pass to Howard. Back to Coffee. From past the arc, sinks the three-pointer.
Confident stroke from downtown. Mia Coffey can really hit those.
Second half here, and we're just over 3.5 minutes into it.
Here's Diggins.
To the inside. Here's Vandersloot. And Azurá Stevens picks up the foul. That'll be her second foul of the game.
Miles with it.
Pass to Williams. For the lead. Rebound Chicago. 13 points was their biggest lead of the game.
Here's Diggins. Back to Cardoso.
The shot's good.
With the size advantage as big as it was right there, that's exactly what she should do in that situation. Take it strong to the middle.
Outside Miles.
Yes, it's good. Now here's Vandersloot. 13 points in this game. Outside Stevens.
Diggins.
She's guarded by Williams. She gets that one.
Oh, I love that vision, guys. What a great job threading that pass into the lane.
Minnesota calls a timeout.
The Lynx trailing.
Outside Miles.
Pass to Williams. Coffey outside. She nails it, and we're tied up.
She draws so much attention. Williams can find others for easy buckets. Good dish.
Here's Diggins.
She's guarded by Williams. There's the triple, and it's good. Rakita Jackson for three.
How about that for a response?
We'll give you a three, and then we'll take it right back.
Turning into a three-point contest.
And here's Miles.
He has 5. Green by Howard. Pass to Coffey. Three-pointer.
It's Cardoso with the rebound.
Here's Vandersloot. She's got 13.
Here's Cardoso. She's covered by Miles.
Fades.
And the bucket is good from Cardoso indeed.
This game, it's taken on a new feel since halftime.
Definitely. The energy level on both sides has gone way up after the break, and the energy level in this booth is heating up.
Pass to Williams. Bangs home the trifecta.
That is some dime dropping. Exquisite assist.
Here's Diggins.
She's got 14. Sinks that one from the post.
Took advantage of some shoddy D there. They got to at least get a finger on her.
Pass to Williams. Right side, Howard. Clock at 4.
Shoots over Cardoso.
Another one falls for Minnesota.
More of a scoring guard than a point guard. Williams is still a good passer. Nice to see her share the wealth.
Now a timeout called by Chicago. Chicago leading.
Pass to Cardoso. Here's Diggins.
Guarded by Howard. Steve Anderson for three. Drains it from beyond the arc.
Can they make some sort of defensive adjustment? Because guess what? She is killing them from three-point range.
And even when they have closed out on her, she's still knocking them down. I mean, this is just an unbelievable performance we're seeing right now.
Here's Williams. It's not going to go for her. Now Vandersloot. 16 points for her.
Pass to Diggins. Jackson. Now here's Cardoso.
She's guarded by Williams. And they're going to count the bucket and send her to the line. It could be a three-point play. So both teams changing it up here. And that one misses. So the Lynx now. 7-point differential.
Outside Miles.
Duchess. From deep.
Carrington grabs the board. Pass to Cardoso.
And it's going to be a 24-second violation. They'll turn it over.
Miles with it.
5 points in the game. There's a screen. Over Carrington.
Miles, no good.
That's too good a look to pass up there, despite the result.
Carrington outside. Sheldon.
Misses the three.
Pass to Caldwell.
Duchess sinks the triple.
A wide open three. They need much better communication defensively.
Now here's Vandersloot. 16 points for her.
Guarded by Uhas.
6 on the shot clock.
Sheldon outside.
From outside the arc.
Rebound by Uhas. And here's Miles.
To the wing, right side. No good from outside. And we've watched 3 so far in this one. Sky out in front, leading by 4. And time to step away quickly, but we'll be back in no time with the start of the fourth quarter. All right, we welcome you back to what's been a hard-fought battle. Fourth quarter should be good. Pass to Duchess.
Now here's Coffee.
Launches a 3. Elizabeth Williams pulls it in. And here's Cloud.
Now Carrington. And here's Jackson, defended by Coffee.
Here's Stevens. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
Perseverance, it always pays off on the offensive glass.
Here's Caldwell.
Now Duchess. There's a screen. Shoots the three.
A shot by Caldwell, no good. On the wing, Natasha Cloud.
Pass to Stevens. It's hauled in by the Lynx.
Here's Caldwell.
About a minute and a half through the fourth quarter now. Here's Duchess. Hits the three-point bomb.
Perfect screen there. Set her up with a terrific look.
Yeah, but that's a bad job by the defender to not fight through that screen to contest.
You want to see more effort there.
Here's Carrington. And they come right back with their own three-pointer.
The rapid-fire threes coming from everywhere.
I wasn't sure they should try to get the three right back like that, but hey, it worked out for them.
Second minute off the clock now in the fourth. Nailed from three-point land.
Unstoppable offense for both teams. I love the pace of this game.
Yeah, the pace is only picking up the deeper we get into this game. This has absolutely been a fun one to watch.
Pass to Stevens.
Here's Harrington.
Defended by Coffey. Fires it.
And it's Carrington missing.
Minnesota trailing. Now here's Duchess. Another three for Minnesota.
She was one step ahead of the D in making that pass. Nice assist.
Stevens, that's good.
That's the area where they'd like all their shots to come from.
Fourth quarter keeps moving along. 3 minutes gone by now. Coffey outside. There's a screen by McBride. Coffey, no good. Now here is Stevens. McBride covering.
Pass to Carrington.
Williams.
Back to Carrington.
Williams the screen. Off target from outside. Here's Minnesota. Trailing by 2. For 3, Kayla McBride. Stevens grabs the board.
She may have been surprised to find herself so open. I mean, maybe that's why she missed.
Natasha Cloud from outside. Good work there as it goes.
Few players in this league move the ball around like Cloud. The best part, she rarely turns it over.
Duchess with it. Pass to Coffey. From the arc. Gets it to drop, and she's now shooting at a 5 for 8 clip.
Man, this fourth quarter has been tremendous, really, for them from three-point range.
Yeah, a ton of their points coming from long range here. What a barrage.
And what a time to hit the threes.
Time called here. The Sky decide to talk it over.
Lynx on D. It's a 1-point game. Pass to Diggins. On the wing, J.C. Sheldon.
Just 5 on the clock. Shoots from 14. That shot off.
Now Miles.
Outside Williams. From deep three-point range.
It's Cardoso with the rebound.
I mean, it would have been something to see her hit from all the way back there.
There aren't many players that can hit from out there, but she's definitely one of them.
Here's Diggins.
Buries it down low. So the Lynx now. They trail by 3. Outside Williams.
Pass to Miles.
Shoots over Vandersloot.
Miles, no good.
Well, she rushed that one. The D was out of position, but she couldn't make them pay.
Here's Diggins.
She's guarded by Williams.
Sheldon outside.
The 3. They get it back.
Cardoso.
Count that as her 7th field goal in 10 tries. She's shooting a nifty 70%.
Well, they've built this lead through plays exactly like that. She's easily been the most consistent performer.
No question about that. I mean, she's just hitting everything in sight.
Basket counts.
We've seen this before. Howard playing with some power down low. Pushes right past the contact to the bucket.
Pass to Sheldon. Cardoso.
Guarded by Howard. Doubled by Howard. And the call is going to be, an illegal screen.
Sometimes the intensity of a close game can lead to bonehead plays like that one, guys.
The Lynx making a switch here.
Here's Miles.
Outside Williams. And the Lynx miss again. Chicago leading. Pass to Vandersloot.
Cardoso. Here's Diggins.
The 3. Rebounded by McBride.
It's Nia Coffey on the wing, guarded by Jackson. And here's Miles.
Now here's Williams. The shot from 20 feet doesn't go for her. Man, these guys have had some good motion on offense. Nice assists.
When everybody's involved offensively, it's in a way helping you defensively too.
Pass to Diggins.
6 to shoot. Comes up empty from 19 feet out.
That's exactly how to play her. She's a player the D needs to be aware of at all times.
Here's Miles. Good work defensively, Rakia Jackson.
And it's the sky ball. Now Vandersloot. She's guarded by Williams.
Here's Diggins.
Pass to Stevens. Vandersloot outside for 3. Add another one in the scoring column for her. She's 7 for 10 from the field.
There is no way, and I mean no way, a player like her could be left wide open like that.
Screen by Howard. Coffey right side. And so she draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2.
So difficult to guard given Coffey's size. She presents a lot of problems for defenders. Shoot 2.
Good on the first. And that brings them within 5. Good as she hits both shots.
She's got ice water in her veins, guys. No way she's going to miss from the line when the game's still hanging in the balance.
Here's Jackson. No good.
Absolutely no fear, guys. Mixing it up in the paint with bigger players.
Here's Coffey. A kick out to McBride. And stolen by Azure Stevens. Jackson outside. To the middle. Vandersloot outside. From past the arc. Jackson, no good.
Those have been some terrible shot choices, Blake. That was not good at all.
Back to Howard. Now here's Coffey. Plenty of space. It's Cardoso with the rebound.
That shot isn't the one they should be taking if they want to make a comeback.
And that's an intentional foul. Here's Jackson. A basket here, and this game might be done.
Yeah, the main priority here, take care of the ball, use the clock.
Williams with the double team. And here's Cardoso. 5 to shoot. Pass to Stevens. Out to the wing. Here's Diggins. Buries it from three-point range. For three, Kayla McBride. So it's Chicago picking up the win. This one was up for grabs right until the dying seconds.
And you know, I think what stood out was they showed their character when it mattered, doing what had to be done to send these fans home happy.
And that'll wrap it up